Welcome to Thoughts Off the Stem. I'm Justin Barone, your friendly neighborhood pothead. And what the fuck is up with movie talkers, dude? Is it Gen Z? Is it just a Gen Z thing? Is that what's happening right now? Anyway, I'm smoking Box Hot Bubba Fruit. It's a sativa. It's nice. It tastes like bubblegum, baby. I'm trying to stay up and positive for this sesh because I'm pissed off, man. I took my kids over to the movie theater and we decided to watch Last Breath. Well, I decided to watch Last Breath because I never get to pick a movie. So this one I decided I'd pick because I like Woody Harrelson. Anyway, we go to the movie. Dude, people that talk in movies are fucking assholes. Like, I hate it. I can't stand it. I don't like when people talk in movies. You know why? I've been going to movies since I was a kid. That's been like my escape from reality. You know how people like music and they like turn on a good album and they like listening to it and all that shit? Well, guess what? That's me with movies. I like the fantasy. I like going away for a couple hours in my head or watching a thing and being like gone from the planet for a bit. When you walk into a movie and you start talking through the whole fucking thing, why? What's the point? You have the ads at the beginning that tell you not to like watch your phone and shit. There should be ads where they point at like certain sections of the movie and be like, you shut the fuck up, don't talk. I walk into that theater and every time I go with my kids, because my son has this like habit of talking through movies. When we're at home, he just talks. Sometimes he narrates the movie. Sometimes he tells you what's going to happen if he's already seen it. Sometimes it drives you crazy. So when I go to a movie at a movie theater in the public, I make sure that when we're sitting down and getting ready to watch this thing, I'm like, don't talk. Don't say a word. We were talking about it in the car on the way around today when we were doing some errands. I said to my daughter, I was like, they were talking about the movie. They were talking about going to the movie, right? And I said to them, yeah, and the first thing I said to you was don't talk. We sat down, you started talking. I get that it's just like the beginning of the movie where they do the little thing with the whole like, guess the star and who is this and what is that, like the whole question game thing, and then they have like, a few ads or whatever. I like the ads. I like the previews, dude. I'm there for the whole experience. I'm not just there for the movie. Sure, I'm there for the movie, but I'm also there for the experience. I remember when I was a kid, I was mesmerized. I'd sit down and watch that thing and just be like, I was so into it, nothing else mattered. Nowadays, it's like impossible to get into a movie because there's always some jackass a seat or two in front of you or beside you or behind you fucking yammering on about how stupid it is. You know what? If you think everything's stupid, shut the fuck up and go home. Why the fuck are you here? What are you doing? I apologize for all the swears. But it gets under my skin. I hate it when people talk in movies, man. You're going to watch the movie. It's like going to a play and just fucking rambling on about everything you know about the play or like how plays work or whatever the fuck you're talking about. I don't care what you did today. You're not important enough for me to be like, oh, let me just like stop this for a second and listen to you. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck what you did. And I can't decide because like I said, when I was younger, it wasn't like, it didn't seem very like prominent a thing to have happen, right? Like it seemed like every once in a while you get somebody that just didn't understand social etiquette and just like couldn't shut the fuck up through the whole thing. But now it seems like people go to the movies to have a conversation while watching the movie. Go to a coffee shop, talk about the movie that you want to see, play it on your laptop and shut the fuck up. I don't get it. That's my escapism, dude. I like music. I like doing other things, but like movies, it's everything that I wish I could do in real life. So when I go to a movie, it has to be really bad for me to be like, I don't want to see this. Like I remember going to the newest version of Independence Day like years ago. But I remember going to see that and like halfway through the movie, everybody got fed up with it because it was so bad. And everybody started talking shit. That kind of thing I'm okay with. Like, cool, it's a bad movie. Everybody in the theater fucking agrees. Everybody starts murmuring about how stupid it is. They're laughing at all the wrong spots. I could get down with that, okay? But I can't get down with, the majority of the theater is watching this movie fully enthralled and some jackass is sitting two rows ahead of you. So I found out that Cindy was fucking the dog the other day. Like, what? Who cares? No one. Go somewhere. You need to shrink. You don't need a movie right now. Like, fuck off. And I feel like it's a newer thing. Like, it's a thing that started to happen more recently. Like, I think it's like a Gen Z thing. I'm just saying. I think it's a Gen Z thing, dude. I think they think that wherever the fuck they go, they just talk about their fucking day. You know what? I don't care. And I'm sure 90% of the fucking theater doesn't care what you have to say. If you had something to say, you should have stayed in the car with your buddy Ralph. If Ralph wanted to see the movie, Ralph should have fucking left you out there in the parking lot. Fuck that shit. There's no sense in you coming in there and ruining it for everybody else. Why is everything a thing now? Why can't we just do stuff like socially, aware of what's going on around us? I showed my kids Idiocracy the other day. I talked about it in a podcast or two, like a couple podcasts ago. And I really do believe that there was a tipping point for humanity. We might be at it. I don't know. Okay? But we can either go get smarter or get dumber. And it feels like to me, we're losing that race. We're going to the get dumber side of things. Like instead of going right, we're going left. Because we saw something shiny and it's over there and we got to go get it. Check it out. Well, that path to the right is going to get filled in with boulders and we're not going to be able to go back. We need people to be smart. Give everyone a book. I don't care what it is. But people need to fucking read right now. Because this shit is bullshit. I can't stand the fact that that everything that you do in the public is now susceptible to some kind of major annoyance. Why can't we all just get along? I get that there's more people. Teach your fucking kids better if that's the problem. But like, I can't do the go to a movie and hear some guy yak about fucking the brand new rims he put on his car. I don't give a fuck. You know what? Go get that rim. Show it to me. I want to borrow it for a minute so I can hit you with it. I don't fucking get it, dude. And I feel like Gen Z is a major contributor to this. I remember when I was a kid, when I was like 15, 16 years old, we go to the movies in a pack of 4, 5, 6, whatever, 10 people, didn't matter. We didn't fuck up the movie for everybody. Okay? We just sat and watched the fucking movie. It was a place to hang out on a Friday or Saturday night, whatever. Now these kids go and it's like they're entitled to everything. The space, the sound, the things, the people, like, I just want to smack a bitch. Like, I feel like every time in society, when something's about, like, something stupid happens that shouldn't happen, if there's a dude that's pissed off about it, like myself, like, we went to, Last Breath, okay? When these guys in front of me started talking, I wanted to hit them. And in my brain, what happened was, I felt like if I stood up, over the speakers would be Red Man slap the shit out you. Because like, fuck you, dude. Stop ruining shit for everybody. And like, most people aren't going to say anything because who knows what the fuck somebody's going to do nowadays. People are crazy as shit. I remember, and like, yeah. So I feel like there should be some kind of fucking soundtrack when somebody's about to get the shit slapped out of them. That's what should happen. Red Man slap the shit out you should just start playing, and that's a soundtrack for everybody to hear. That's when you know you fucked up socially. That's when you know that like whatever thought you had, whatever idea you had, whatever you thought was good is about to come to an end. Because you overstepped the social bounds of fucking respect. You know? It just pisses me off, dude. You have no reason to sit there and talk. That's what my kids did, man. I told them, hey, don't talk. As soon as they sat down, started having a conversation. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Even my kids don't know. And I'm adamant about that shit. That's why the fucking, is doing so well. Like, home box office shit is probably doing better than it should. It's because people don't want to go to the theater and listen to some fucking jack-off 17-year-old talk to his buddies about his fucking latest haircut. No one cares. Where are these people's parents? Like, are parents done? Did they just go, like, they hung it up? They're like, okay, 2010, fuck it, I'm out. Like, no. We got to bring back a little bit of, like, toughness to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just wants to do nothing and make and have everything be easy in their way. Like, that's not, you have to make your way, bro. You can't just, imagine pissing off. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of Better Call Saul, all right? Imagine you're at a theater. Now, obviously, this isn't going to happen where I am, but let's say you're like close to South America. Like you're in a town that has ties to what is it? Like not just organized crime, but also the cartel. Okay? Let's pretend you're in a town like that. Let's pretend you're 17. Let's pretend you're a cocky 17-year-old with a brand new dude, the best ride town, and your fucking diamonds in your ears. Okay? I don't know if you still wear earrings, but I'm just saying. Okay? Let's say that happened. You go to a movie theater, you and your buddies, the jackasses of town. There's no more town drunks. There's town jackasses. Okay? This guy shows up to a movie theater. Fucking cartel hitman just happens to be taking his girl on a date, and they go to the same movie. And you, as a jackass 17-year-old douchebag, want to sit in the seat in front of him and start talking to your buddy about the girl you banged last week that you didn't really bang, but you're going to tell everybody you did. You know what I'm saying? You start having that conversation. Cartel dude says, hey, shut up. You say, fuck you, dude. You can't tell me to shut up. Self-righteous. Yeah, whoa, right on, you know? And then, after the movie, you find yourself chopped up into 42 pieces and thrown in the dumpster out back with the popcorn. Like, I don't know where I was going with that. But imagine that happened to you, okay? And you lived in that town. That would pretty much send a message to everybody like, shut the fuck up in movies. Why can't you shut the fuck up in movies? Worry about it. Worry about your social presence. Be aware of the impact that you're making on the people around you. Because those people out there are also trying to enjoy some time out that they don't normally get. Think about it. Shut the fuck up. Not everything should be a fucking argument. Not everything should be you as the center of attention. Maybe I watch too many gangster movies. But again, that's what I like about movies. In a movie, if you were at a movie, if you were in a movie at a movie theater, you know what would happen to you? Somebody would beat your ass up because it's a movie and you could get away with that in non-reality, okay? Reality should allow for certain things. Reality should allow room to kick the shit out of somebody if they're talking too loud in a movie theater. If you use your phone in a movie theater. Like, don't interrupt the shit. Same thing without a concert or play, anywhere else. Anywhere entertainment is going on, shut the fuck up. Just let the entertainment happen. There's no sense in you trying to be the center of attention. You're no longer entertainment. You're just there. Okay? Fuck. Apparently, I am super pissed off about this. But I feel like there's people out there that can relate, man. Like, you don't want to go to a movie and listen to some douchebag blab on and on about the plot line, like, or whatever he's talking about. But if you're into the movie, so that, I guess that's a different question. Okay, so I guess the high's settling in now. Hope you're enjoying the sesh. Thank you for joining me again. Let's have another little hit here. You know what I can put up with, though? I could put up with somebody that's into the movie and they just, like, they're maybe not talking the whole time, but, like, certain things happen and they shout or they get excited or they're, like, too into it, then they, you know, respond to something. I could get down with that. I'm fine with that. I just can't get down with somebody coming in and trying to have a conversation with the person beside them. Like, don't do that. I don't know why that seems to be a thing now. And I don't understand why young kids think that, like, it's cool to fuck up everybody else's time. No one gives a shit about you. Okay? The children are our future? Sure, if they can survive their fucking childhood. That's what it should be like. Let's go back to caveman days. Okay? Let's do it so that when you're 12, you have to get thrown in, you get let out into the bush for a month, and you come back. If you come back and you're like you survived, great, you learned some things. If you don't come back, well, you probably shouldn't have been around in the first place. You're probably talking movie theaters. Let's do that. Let's start doing that again. That's the test. You get your parents, when you're 12 years old, they take you out to the fucking state park or the fucking national park, wherever. You're out there for a month. Doesn't matter what time of year either. You just got to do it. That's it. Fuck it. See if you can survive. If you can survive, great. You can come back and join society. If you can't, well, good. I might be going a little harsh on this, but I'm just saying, it pisses me off when you talk shit in movie theaters. I get down with anybody, kind of yelling or being involved, or like, if you get excited or you're, like, you're so into a movie that's scary and you yell out like, don't go in there, like I can understand that because you're not talking, you're just kind of, you're in it. I get it. Or if, like I said, when I watched Independence Day and the entire theater was like, fuck this shit, and they just started talking crap about the movie, I could get down with that too. I can't get down with the everyday conversation in the middle of a movie theater like you're at a fucking coffee shop having coffee trying to meet a girl. Like, fuck you, dude. Shut your mouth. I don't know. It's funny to me because, like, in my head, every time I say that, I'm slapping a guy in the face because he won't shut the fuck up. I know that I'm not tough enough to do that. I'm not saying that I could, but that's the fantasy of it, and that's the beauty of movies, man. The beauty of movies is that it takes you out of the now and puts you into the, well, what if this happened situation. It's so much better that way. I enjoy it. It's the land of fantasy. Just doing whatever you want. Sure, I watch a lot of gangster movies. Gangster movies are cool. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But Justin, you shouldn't worry about you shouldn't be talking about, violence as the answer to all the problems. You're right, I shouldn't. Violence isn't always the answer, but violence can be fun. As long as it's not happening to you. You know what I'm saying? If it's happening to you, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. It's not a place you want to be at. But if you're doing it to somebody else, sometimes there's like gratification in that thought. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Oh, I love movies, man. I hate it when people talk shit in movies. Stop talking in movies. Don't use your phone. Don't be the asshole that ruins it for everybody else that's there. Everybody else is trying to have a nice night out as well. You're not the only person that matters. Now, having said that, okay, not that I was talking during a movie, I've been so into a movie that I've like jumped up and yelled. I have to admit that. I have to be honest. I have to be totally transparent here. When I went to see, what was it? Die Hard? The one with Justin Long? I think it was like Die Hard 4. Die Hard 4? Yeah, 4. Okay. So I went to see Die Hard. I went to see Die Hard 4, and fucking my mom and I are in the theater. Okay, and there's the point where Bruce Willis is walking down the car tunnel towards where the helicopter is, and he's gonna take a car and shoot it into the helicopter. Okay. I got so into it. I was so fucking ready for this movie. I'd been anticipating it, waiting for it. I couldn't fucking wait long enough for this. I felt like a kid when I went to see it. I was so into it. He got in that car, shot it into the helicopter, and dude, I jumped out of my seat and was like, yeah! I realized I was wrong. My mom looked at me. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, sorry. Kind of got a little into it. But like, I could get down with that kind of thing. I can't get down with you fucking sitting there trying to yammer on about your fucking day. Your buddies take you out and they want to show you like a good time because you just broke up with your girl, and like, it's not the strip club phase yet. It's just the like, let's get them out of the house phase, and you go to a movie and you want to bitch and moan about your girlfriend. I don't care, dude. Shut up. No one gives a shit. Okay? The world of fantasy, for me, is like the biggest escape I have. I fucking love movies. All right? I can watch movies from like the beginning of the day to the end of the day. If you were like, hey, here's like 15 movies that you would really like, and you haven't seen them, at this point in time, because of the fucking oversaturation of the movie industry and movies coming out on every fucking platform every fucking week, and you found movies that I hadn't seen that I like, because I've seen so many movies, I'm down. I will like shut down for a day, watch all those movies. It might be an obsession, okay? I get that. I'm not trying to say I'm anything I'm not. I'm just saying that like, at least I have the wherewithal to sit in a movie theater quietly and enjoy the fantasy that's happening in front of me. You can interact if you're into the movie. You can't just like take over the space, dude. Don't take over the space. Don't be that fucking guy. I don't know why young people think that they could talk shit or talk during shit. I remember going to see The Omen. It was like a remake. Was it a remake of The Omen, or was it I think it was supposed to be the prequel of The Omen, way back in like the early 2000s. And for my birthday, because I love horror movies, and I really like The Omen. My kid's mom took me to the movie, right? And unfortunately, it was packed, so we had to sit up at the front, which kind of sucked, but whatever. So we're sitting there watching the movie, and there's like 3 or 4 fucking rows of people that are just talking shit the whole time. And you know what I account that to? I account that to young kids going to a horror movie and trying to make it so that they don't feel like they're scared. Fuck you, you're scared. Just be scared. You don't have to talk shit about the movie. It's a movie. It's not supposed to be real, okay? So you don't have to sit there and explain why this couldn't happen or that couldn't happen. We know it's a movie. We paid to see entertainment. It's entertaining. That's it, okay? These motherfuckers kept talking. So then finally my kid's mom gets mad. And she yells something like, shut up. Another guy out in the back of the theater yelled something else as well. And after she says, shut up, these motherfuckers turn and go, shut up, bitch. I was like, oh, so now I have to fight people, because I was like in my, mid-20s? And I was like, I'm gonna kick the shit out of some dumb dude, right? So I get up. I'm in the front of the movies, and I look over because it was one of the guys beside us. So we're sitting, and she's to my left, and then like the row in front of us, like the row beside us is packed. So there's like 3 or 4 teenage dudes that are douchebags, clearly, sitting beside us. One guy goes, shut up, bitch. And I get up and I go, which one? Buddy, to her left, sells out his friend in the middle. Okay? So you know what I did? That's right. Fucking whack right across the face. Right in front of the whole theater. Everybody watched it. Everybody was like, ooh. But everybody was happy. You know why everybody was happy? Because I slapped the motherfucker that got out of line and was talking shit through like the first, 3 or 4 minutes of the movie. I became a hero. I became a hero that day. I didn't really. None of that happened. These guys talk shit. I stood up as if I was going to do something. I just stared at 2 dudes. One dude pointed at his buddy. His buddy's like, oh, I didn't do it. He's like, he did it. He said it. And I was like, oh, I want to fucking crack you. I didn't crack him. You know what I did? I walked out like an angry white guy. And I went to the fucking manager who was at the little like booth at the front. And I'm like, and sternly gave him a talking to about the class of citizen that he has coming into his movie theater. These motherfuckers talking shit the whole time, demanded my refund. That's what I did. Okay? I didn't fucking go off on anybody. I didn't slap anybody, even though I wanted to. But in my head, again, fantasy, good time. No, I acted like a fucking immature white guy. And I ran away from the problem, and I scolded somebody for having no control over the situation. And I got my money back. And that was it. But again, I wish that it could go the other way, but reality's a bitch, man. That's all I have to say. So reality is a motherfucker. And the reality of the situation is that as much as you can't stop people talking in the middle of movies or playing with their fucking phones because people are idiots, what you can do is you can hopefully build an education system that teaches the next generation how to be a good parent. And as a parent, be a good parent. Let them know you don't need to be your kid's best friend. I'm friends with my kids, but I think I'm friends with my kids because they know that I'm also very like to the point. You know, as a single dad, I have to direct them alone. Their mom has time with them, sure, but like, let's be honest. In my situation, I'm the one that's teaching the kids the social skills to get along in life, okay? Like, I know that not everybody on the planet is going to agree with me, but that's what I'm doing. So I think that, like, as parents, that's a big part of our that's probably our only responsibility, let's be honest. We can't teach them everything. They have to learn. They have to learn on their own, okay? But there are certain things that we can and do teach our kids. One of them is fucking social interaction. And how to act in a socially acceptable manner. That's what we need to do. We need to be better parents. I really think that's the key. I think that because our parents and parents before us, and there's so many parents that are bad, or like have always been bad, like just not good at doing it, right? Like, I wonder, if you took like a survey, is it like 50-50? Like, would you find out that 50% of parents are bad and have always been shitty parents, and 50% have been really good? But, like, that's what I want to know. Because these kids that just come to theaters and talk shit, like, they just talk, dude. They talk fucking nonsense. They don't talk about anything. They're talking about dumb shit. What do you have to talk about when you're 16? Nothing. The thing you have to talk about is what you did the night before, okay? Or, like, whatever. I don't know. But you don't have a lot to bring to society at this point. You don't have enough fucking base of life to have any kind of conversation that's important enough to interrupt entertainment, goddammit. Don't stop it, okay? Parents, be better at teaching your kids to shut up during TV. In case you're not sure, okay? I'm just talking shit. I don't like it when people fucking talk during movies and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't think that you should be hard on your kid if he's talking during a TV show, okay? I don't know why you get the wrong fucking impression here. But I am saying that, like, can we not work on our social graces? Can we not have, like, if you walk into a store, don't be on your phone. Don't be sitting there talking to fucking Glenda about what the fuck happened at your kid's school today. Like, maybe that's not the time. Maybe if you get that call and you have to have that conversation, stay in your fucking car. You don't need to come into the store and start talking to people. You don't need to go into the fucking mall and start talking. Nobody wants to hear your conversation. Okay? I see so many people nowadays, they're walking down the street and their phone's on speakerphone or FaceTime and they're having their whole, like, everyone can hear you. I sit in my garage a lot and, like, smoke joints and stuff, and I see so many people walking down the street having these conversations with, like, to the world. Nobody cares what is going on with you. The people that care are the people that you're talking to on the phone. At least have the common decency that when you're around a group of people, you shut the fuck up. If you're in a group of people and they're there for a specific purpose, you are not the center of attention anymore. People have paid good money to go see, interact, do whatever the entertaining thing is, or the place that you are at, they're all there to do. You can't interrupt their shit. Don't interrupt their peace. Don't interrupt their time. Don't make it weird for everybody else because you have no social understanding. Learn, look around, pay attention to you're not the focus of everything, okay? That's what I'm telling you. Movie talkers, you are not the focus of everything. I apparently care way too much about this. But I needed to get it off my chest. Because I remember as a kid when we'd go, my parents had box seats at the Jays to watch the Toronto Blue Jays. Me and 4 friends went. Did we bother anybody else in the stands? No, we didn't. Because we understood that our presence, if exaggerated, could affect somebody else's time. Talking to people, cool, man. Get to know somebody. The movie's probably not the place for that. But I'm just saying that even as teenagers, we conducted ourselves a certain way. I feel like Gen Z, the new age, feels like everything is like just there for them. It's not there for you. It's there for everyone. Okay? This took a really serious turn. I'm sorry. But I hope you're enjoying the sesh. All I'm saying, I guess, is that what needs to happen if you're gonna go to a movie, just give in to the fantasy of the situation. Movies aren't supposed to be like a representation of real life. They're supposed to be a representation of exaggerated circumstances. Something to like feed your mind that gives you that what is it, serotonin? That serotonin dump. Gives you that little bit of, ooh, that was fun. You know, makes your hair stand up a little bit. Whatever it's supposed to do. But like, dude, don't talk during movies. I fucking hate that shit. Oh. It's gotta be a Gen Z thing. Maybe Maybe millennial. I don't know. But most of the people that I see doing it now are fucking teenagers. And back in the day, if a teenager got out of line, dude, there were so many people that would stand up in the theater and be like, shut the fuck up. You're not doing that. Fuck off. You get called out right away. Nowadays, everybody's too afraid of their own shadow to be like, hey, shut up. Plus, also, that guy might have a gun or a knife. And then, what was the point of saying shut up, really? People are too afraid now. But, like, honestly, I get it. I didn't say anything. I like to think that I said something, but I didn't say anything. Or I had the balls to. Which is funny, because if I'm driving, I'll roll down a window to yell at a motherfucker, which is the dumbest shit to do. Because in that case, road rage is a bad spot to run your mouth, you know? But yeah, anyway, that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, like, let's start having some social decorum here. Let's start respecting other people's space and time. But let's not go overboard either. You know, like there's the far direction of being too polite, and then there's the direction of being too much of a jackass to understand your like plight on society, or to your investment in the events that you're involved in. Just understand yourself, man. It's not too much to ask. It's not too much to ask to like just be aware of your surroundings. I know I'm all over my kids about it. Parents need to be on this. I feel like parents need to do this. This is a parent thing. How many times can I say parent? A lot. Especially if you start poking me. I'll say parent all the time. I don't know what I'm talking about. The high's settling in. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention. I also smoked some, what was it? Nugs Lemon Link Shatter. Dude, that shit's great. It's a sativa, but it has a wicked crash at the end. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, if you check out the Sunday Strain Review playlist on my channel, Thoughts Off the Stem, on YouTube, I'm going to do a review on it. We'll have to do it in the student glass, so you get to watch that. That'll be fun. Hopefully no one talks through it. So you get the full entertainment. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, I guess those are my thoughts for this week. Don't talk when you're at movies. Fuck, let people enjoy the shit. Even if it's dumb. If it's dumb, everybody will start putting up a fuss. You know? It's fine. Let the events unfold. Don't try to control them. Don't try to be the center of attention. If you want to be the center of attention, fucking write a movie. Be a musician. Do something on a stage where everybody can focus on you. You don't have to be fucking doing that at a movie theater. Oh, guys, look at me. I want to talk about my boat. I don't give a fuck about your boat. Okay? Fuck off. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a shit. Okay? Anyway, those are my thoughts off the step for this week. You know, turn your phone off. Be quiet in a movie theater. Thank you for joining me, Justin Barone, your friendly neighborhood pothead on Thoughts Off the Stem. I hope you come back next week. Oh, don't forget to check out tots420.com, where you can get some blogs about some weed. I have to do some more. You can get links to all the podcast area spaces, spots, all the episodes, sessions. Oh my god, the high's kicking in, dude. Yeah. That's really all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the sesh. Hope you come back next week. Hope you have a good week. I hope everything's good for you, man. I hope you have a good time. Until next time. That was a lot of puffs. Keep your lids low, baby. It's the better game. I think